It is a brand new year and 2026 is going to be a massive year for Disneyland Paris. So today I'm going to let you know absolutely everything that is happening, what is coming that's going to be brand new, things that are closing, so you are fully prepared for what 2026 will be like at Disneyland Paris. Of course, the biggest news of all is that World of Frozen will be opening on the 29th of March. This is so exciting. We've been waiting for this for the past 7 years, and it's not just World of Frozen that will be opening. We are also having a complete rebranding of the park. It's going to now be known as Disney Adventure World, and we're also getting Adventure Way, which will also be packed full of rides and shops and dining. So it's going to be absolutely amazing to see this transformation finally open its gates for us to all enjoy. First up, let's talk about World of Frozen, as this is probably the most hotly anticipated thing coming to Disneyland Paris in the past couple of years. Now, this is going to be so wonderful. We're getting a brand new ride, which is Frozen Ever After, which they do have in Disney World and in Hong Kong, but we're finally getting a version here in Disneyland Paris. There's also going to be shops, dining, and the Royal Encounter, where you can meet Anna and Elsa themselves. Something I am super excited for is this roaming Olaf. We're going to be having a little Olaf wandering around World of Frozen. This is an incredible animatronic, and I think it's just going to be the highlight. I think he is going to get absolutely swamped. I think this is going to be such a joy for so many people during their trip, and I cannot wait to see him. Nordic Crowns Tavern is going to be the quick service location in World of Frozen, and I think this is going to be a really popular restaurant. Here you're going to be able to pick a protein, a base, and your toppings, so to be able to mix and match and create your perfect meal. I think it's going to be fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to what looks like Scandinavian flavours. There is also so much amazing merch that we have had a little sneak peek look at. I think the clock for Arendelle is going to be so popular, just like the Disneyland Hotel clock has been really popular. And there is also an interactive Runa. This little troll looks so cute, and not only can you interact with Runa, once you are in the park, Runa will interact with the World of Frozen land and other Runas. So this is going to be so much fun. You're going to get to interact with other guests that also have a Runa, and it's going to be so fun because you're going to be able to take it on all of your trips and have a different experience every time. Now, there are two things to mention that we have heard about World of Frozen. The first is that there's going to be no discounts on the merchandise for this land for the first year. So if you have an annual pass or any other discount, you won't be able to use it in World of Frozen. So that's something just to be aware of, so you've got enough time to save some extra pennies. There's also been talk about having limited access to World of Frozen when it first opens, so it will be a first come first served basis, and then there will be a standby queue for you to go into the land. The only way you could skip that standby queue is if you have a Royal Encounter reservation, and you could get this via the virtual queue to meet Anna and Elsa. However, if you do buy Premier Access to go on Frozen Ever After the ride, you won't get access into the land. So just be aware, if you do want to Premier Access and join the shorter queue to go on that ride, be sure you are already in World of Frozen before you purchase, because you won't be able to just get in because you have a reservation. My name is Sophie, and I make videos packed full of tips and advice to help you visit the Disney parks like a pro, helping you to maximise the magic by mastering the planning. So if you do like that type of content and want to get all of the tips so you can get the most out of your trip, make sure you subscribe. To get into the World of Frozen, you are going to have to pass by Adventure Way. This is a brand new part of Disney Adventure World. Here we are going to be having a Tangled ride, which is like a teacup ride, which looks beautiful. There's also going to be a brand new Princess Character Dining Meal, and there's going to be shops, dining. It's going to be wonderful. This has a kind of old school boardwalk feel, so the rides are more like classic fun fair rides. Mickey and Minnie have brand new costumes that really give you that oldie worldy boardwalk feel, which is absolutely wonderful, and I think this is going to be a really fun part of the park. Now, it is worth mentioning that Adventure Way is also going to be having an up ride, which is one of those swinging chair rides that you get at fun fairs, where you're in your little seat and you have the little chains and it spins around, which I think is going to be so cute. However, this is not going to be opening on the 29th of March. This will come at a later date, but we will be having the Rapunzel ride, which is going to be great. Something that people are really excited for is Regal View Restaurant and Lounge. This is the Princess Character Dining Meal, and it's going to be wonderful. It's so fantastic to have a new character dining location, and the princesses are so popular, and it's fantastic that now you can meet them in both parks at character dining meals. The meal here is going to be a set menu, kind of like Auberge de Cendrillon, where you can pick from a menu rather than a buffet like a lot of other character dining meals, and it's going to cost €100. Something else that is fantastic about this expansion is it's going to bring 14 new dining locations to Adventure Way and World of Frozen. Of course, we've touched upon the quick service and character dining meal that are coming, but there's also going to be lots of food stalls and booths. You're going to be able to get snacks like popcorn, and then also dishes like bread bowls and hot dogs, which is going to be amazing. This park has always suffered a bit from a lack of dining options, so this is going to be wonderful. There's going to be so many new things, and Disney have confirmed that there are going to be vegetarian, vegan and gluten-free options available, which is fantastic for us that do have dietary needs. Something that I am super excited about is there's going to be brand new shows. We're going to be getting a daytime show which is all about Tangled, and it's going to feature 3 boats, it's going to have fountains and characters. It's going to be shown multiple times a day, and I think this is going to be so much fun. Disney really excel at their shows, and I cannot wait to see this one. And the one I'm most excited about is the brand new nighttime spectacular called Cascades of Light. This is going to be a 16-minute show which features water projections, drones and pyrotechnics, and it's going to be unlike anything we have ever seen before. Disney have already given us a taste of these types of shows with World of Colour over in Disneyland, and of course Disneyland Paris is famous for their amazing drones, but we have never seen a show that's combined all of these things, which is going to be so exciting. Disney have also announced that they're going to be having low-rise waterproof drones, so the drones are going to be closer to the audience than ever before, and this is something I cannot wait to see. So the 29th of March is going to be a huge date in the calendar for Disneyland Paris, because this is when this is all starting with the grand opening, the new restaurants, the new shows, the new characters, the new rides. It's going to be absolutely wonderful. So if you are visiting from the 29th of March onwards, you're going to have all of these amazing new things to experience. It is worth noting that Disneyland Paris is going to be busier than usual next year because of this, because so many people have been waiting so long to experience this. So just factor that in. Of course, if you're visiting in peak times like the summer holidays, things like that, it will probably be busier than usual. And even if you visit in the quieter months at Disneyland Paris, they will have more guests than usual. But just be prepared and have the most amazing time experiencing all of these new things in Disney Adventure World. If you're planning a trip to Disneyland Paris and you're feeling quite overwhelmed by all of these changes and you would like some extra help to get the most out of your visit, do check out my Disney trip planning services. Here we can do video calls and I can help you plan your best ever trip to Disneyland Paris. So do go check out my link to my website to find out more. There is also lots of other things happening and big changes coming to Disneyland Paris in 2026. It's not just this amazing rebranding of the Studios Park and the opening of Adventure Way and World of Frozen. So let's dive into these things now. First up in January, we are going to see Sequoia Lodge start its renovations. This is going to be a multi-year project to update the rooms and the common areas in this hotel. It's going to look absolutely stunning. They are keeping that wonderful lodge feel that you already have, but updating it so it's a little bit brighter, a little bit more modern, which I think is going to be absolutely wonderful. This is such a stunning hotel. It's wonderful for a wintertime visit because it really does feel like you're in the woods staying in a lodge, and I think these renovations are beautiful, so I cannot wait once this is finished. The hotel is going to stay open whilst these renovations are undergoing, and it will go in stages, so just be aware if you are staying there in the next couple of years, you may see or hear some work being undertaken, but just factor that in if you are going to be booking Sequoia Lodge. Something I'm really excited for is Minnie's Dream Factory opening on the 7th of February. Now, Disney Junior Dream Factory was one of my favourite shows at Disneyland Paris, even though I had no knowledge or information about Disney Junior, but I loved this show. It did close and we were wondering, is it ever going to come back? And the great news is it's coming back with a brand new storyline, and this time it's Minnie's Dream Factory. Minnie's now the boss of the Dream Factory, and Donald, Daisy, Chip and Dale are going to be joining her. There's also going to be 6 incredible singers, and this is going to be a brand new show with brand new songs, and I cannot wait to experience it. If it has the same feel and the vibe of the original show, it's going to be wonderful, and it's going to be so amazing to have so many characters you get to see, and I cannot wait to hear these new songs. The previous show had songs from Disney Junior programs, however this one is going to be more like a musical like we see with shows like Mickey and the Magician, so I cannot wait to go to Minnie's Dream Factory. Something else that is returning on the 7th of February is A Million Splashes of Colour. This wonderful parade, which takes place down Main Street and in the Castle Hub, will be running from the 7th of February until the 6th of September. So you're going to have a long period of time to watch this. It's so wonderful. It has a super catchy song and it's a fantastic parade where you get to see lots and lots of characters. So I loved it when it was there previously and I cannot wait for its return. In April 2026, Plaza Gardens, which is a character dining restaurant in Disneyland Park, will be closing for a massive refurbishment. Now, before you worry about where is this character dining mill going, is this going to be a big loss, the good news is there are already lots of character dining mills in Disneyland Paris, the hotels, the parks, so don't worry, there are other options. But if you want to see the main mouse himself, the great news is he is going to be moving over to Auberge de Cendrillon. Now, this is currently a princess character dining mill, but from April onwards, Mickey is going to be joining them, so you can meet Disney princesses and Mickey at one meal. I think this is such a fantastic way to make sure people can still meet Mickey and have a character dining meal with him. And Auberge de Cendrillon is a beautiful setting, great food, the princesses are wonderful, and to have Mickey is like the icing on the cake. So this is going to be such a fabulous update. We don't know at the moment when Plaza Gardens will reopen, but it does look like it will be shut for a while. So just factor that in if you are visiting next year, and have a little look at the other character dining meals. You might want to go and try the Regal View restaurant over in Adventure Way, or you might want to go to Auberge if you do want to see Mickey, or head to one of the hotels and their character dining meals. Over in Disney Adventure World, Ratatouille the Adventure is going to be reopening. Now, this has currently been shut in 2025 and into 2026 because it's having quite a lengthy refurbishment. We are going to get a brand new scene, which is of a Parisian artist studio in the queue itself. And then in the rides, there's going to be updated projections and even more oversized props so that you really feel like you are part of the action and you've been shrunk down to the size of a rat. So I cannot wait for this. I absolutely love this ride, and the fact that they're kind of updating it and making it even more immersive I think is wonderful, so I'm very excited for that to reopen. Also in Disney Adventure World, the covered queue area for Tower of Terror will be unveiled in spring 2026. Now, this has been undergoing work because a lot of the queue is outdoors and they wanted to make sure that people could experience it in all weathers, so they've been creating an undercover queue, but it's still themed to Tower of Terror. It's still going to be spooky, it's just going to expand that story, so that's going to be wonderful because you're already getting into the feel, you're already getting the spooky tingly feelings before you even get on the ride in the queue. So I think this is going to be wonderful, and that will be opening in spring. Over in Disneyland Park, there are going to be some new scenes added to Thunder Mesa Riverboat Landing. At the moment, if you go on the boat and you take a trip around Big Thunder Mountain, you will see little things that are scenes that you don't necessarily see from anywhere else in the park. And we're going to have a brand new one that is joining us. These scenes are going to be added to the Rivers of the Far West section, and they have been inspired by the drawings of Disney Imagineer and legend Mark Davis. So I can't wait to see this. Disney Village also has a lot of updates. This has been undergoing a massive multi-year refurbishment for a couple of years already, and we have started to see what the new version will look like because we've already had some shops and the sports bar open up and they look wonderful. But these renovations are going to be continuing in 2026. First up, Annette's Diner, which is one of the most popular dining locations in Disneyland Paris, is going to be undergoing a massive refurbishment. It's going to shut on the 4th of January and then it will not reopen until spring 2027. Now, the great news is we have been told that the theming is going to stay the same. This kind of amazing American diner that's really retro from like the 1950s is still going to be the theme, but it's just going to be refreshed. The McDonald's in Disney Village has been undergoing a massive renovation. In fact, it's having a brand new building, and when this opens in 2026, it's going to be the largest McDonald's in the whole of France. This will be opening in early 2026, and this is a really popular dining location for people when they're on their way back to their resorts after a long day in the park, so do get ready for this brand new massive McDonald's. Casa Julia is also making great progress. This is going to be a brand new 2-story Italian restaurant coming to Disney Village where Planet Hollywood used to be. This is due to come to Disney Village at the end of 2026. So we've still got a little ways to go yet, but it's going to be wonderful to get to dine here. And Italian food is so popular, so I think this is going to be a hit amongst guests. As part of the Disney Village renovations, we will be seeing some more shops changing. We will be seeing the Disney store going from its iconic 90s feel to a more updated modern version. We've already seen this with Disney Glamour and shops like that, and they look wonderful. So I'm really excited to see what this looks like, but I will feel sad to let go of that nostalgia. I loved the 90s look of this shop and it just brought me back to my childhood. So that's going to be very, very sad. But it will look amazing and fit in perfectly with the rest of the updates in Disney Village once it's completed. Something brand new that is coming to Disney Village is a Pele soccer shop. This is going to be the first one in Europe, which is quite amazing. So if you do like sport and football, then you're going to want to head here. So as you can see, there are so many things coming to Disneyland Paris in 2026. It's going to be an absolutely phenomenal year. I'm so excited for Disney Adventure Way and World of Frozen, particularly the nighttime show. I think it's going to be wonderful, and the updates in the parks. But of course, it does also mean there's a lot of changes happening with renovations and stuff like that. So just to be aware of those things if you are booking a trip in 2026. But I do think it's going to be a fabulous time to visit. But of course, with so many new things coming to Disneyland Paris, that also does mean dreaded price increases. So we have already seen ticket prices and hotel prices for 2026 increase, and Disney at the end of 2025 let us know about annual pass changes and increases. From the 12th of February 2026, we're going to see the changes come into play. What is happening is there's now going to be 4 tiers instead of 3 for the annual pass. There's a brand new tier that has been introduced. Previously, you had bronze, silver, and gold, and now you have bronze 1, bronze max, silver, and gold. The offerings that you get haven't changed too much, but with bronze, if you get the very basic level, which is bronze 1, you are only able to enter 1 park a day, so you will not be able to park hop, and it also has the most limited amount of dates that you can visit. I am going to be doing a video doing a deep dive into the annual pass updates, what they are, the changes in pricing, what you get, who the annual pass is good for, how many times you need to visit a year, who the annual pass is not good for, and the very specific way you have to visit Disneyland Paris to get the most out of the annual pass. So that will be my next video, so do go and check that out if you'd like to know all about that. But the price increases to the annual pass are quite a lot. So the gold tier, which is the top tier with no blackout dates, has increased €100. It's now €799 a year. It's absolutely wild because it's not that long ago that we saw annual passes way, way, way cheaper than that. But of course, with a brand new expansion, things were going to increase, and we have seen that take impact on the annual pass. I think overall 2026 is going to be a really exciting year to visit Disneyland Paris. There's just so many new things to experience, and I just feel like it's going to be a year of celebration. So do let me know if you're planning to visit. What are you most excited for? I cannot wait to hear what you are all thinking about all of these updates. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time, I hope you have a most magical day. Bye bye.